Remember how you were just saying you want to feel like an Italian mob boss? Remember you're having that conversation? Well, guess what? This deck, it's going to let you. We have a Team Rockets deck here. It has everything you want. It's got spiders, it's got Mewtwo, it's got Mimikyu, Articuno, Sneasel, it's got energies, it's got trainers. It's great. It's fast, it's fluid, it hits hard, it's got tech cards for everything. It's got techs all within engine. It has quite literally everything you're ever going to want. All within archetype. It's breathtaking. First off, the thing you're going to have to get through your giant skull. That thick, big head of yours is that SPIDOP'S is the best attacker in the deck. It's the most splashable. You're going to be hitting hard with it. Here it is right here. Look at it. It's charging up. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Rocket Rush 30 times. Every Rocket Pokemon in play, so that's right. If you get that, plus one of these here. Where are you at? Show me now, Brave Bengals. You're hitting 210. That's right. You're taking out Fezzies. You're taking out Ogrepons. All of the Ogrepons. You get to one-shot them. That's great. You're taking out Zard's easy. It's weak to grass. You're taking out Mega Absol. It's all over the ladder right now. Mega Box is dominating. Hit it for weakness. Hit it for weakness. You see a Mega Sharpedo? Defin it. Shark Fin Soup. You got a Gemstone Mimicry right there. One of your active Terra Pokemon's attacks. And we got a Team Rocket's energy attachment for it. Don't worry, that 2 energy it cost. It's 1. I'll show you later. I promise you it's 1. But look at that right there. We got a built-in Dragapult Dancer. I've never once clicked Phantom Dive other than when I use Gemstone Mimicry. Do you understand me? I don't evolve any of my Dreepies. I use Team Rocket's Mimikyu. We have built-in, right there, look at that, takedown. We have built-in Budew counter. In archetype, in engine. 1 grass, we're running them. Charge up, attach a basic energy card from discard pile to this Pokemon. We get to attack every turn. Look how splashable this is. It's so splashable. Unfortunately, Team Rocket's Mewtwo here has Power Saver. We need 4 Team Rocket's Pokemon in play for it to attack. It's like, it's super shy. It needs all of its friends hyping it up. It's like, guys, I don't know if I can blow stuff up good. And they're like, no, dude, you can do it. We're here. Trust us. You have 3 of us here helping you out, dog. You can do it. And he goes, all right, I'm going to do it right now. Erasure. That's how Mewtwo sounds canonically. If they voiced me to do his voice, if they cast me to do his voice, I should say that's how I'm going to do it. Discard 2 energy from your benched Pokemon. Thank God these self-accelerate. 60 for each energy you discard. 160 plus 60 plus 60, 280. You're hitting hard, son. You're hitting hard, you're hitting soft. However you currently are right now is how you are hitting. This chases Strike the Sleeper. Single energy attachment. Again, I'll show you later. 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon for each damage counter on that Pokemon. So once you hit 1/3 health, you're taking them out. You got built-in Bench Barrier, Repelling Veil, prevent all attacks of effects used by your opponent's Pokemon done to your basic Team Rockets. We're only running Team Rocket. Sure, you can run Lily's Clefairy, but I don't have a problem with just splashing Gemstone Mimicry, personally. I don't see the reason for it. So let's go over these here energies. Team Rocket's energy is the first fun card I'll point out. If you attach it to any of your Team Rocket's Pokemon, it's either 2 Psychic or 2 Dark for 1 single attachment. That's crazy. If it's attached to any other Pokemon, it does jack diddly nothing. Nothing. We need Grass energies to attack. They're a no-brainer. Psychic energies to attack. They're a no-brainer. Single energy attachment, double cost. It's great. This makes this attack in 2 turns, this attack in 1 turn, this attack in 1 turn. It helps this attack in 2 turns. You can attach one of those to cover this colorless. And then self-accelerate with charging up. It does nothing for this other than, I guess you can retreat, but if you do that, you're playing the deck way wrong, okay? Now let's get into the fun stuff. Let's get into what I like to call the spice, the fun, the spiciness, the hot sauce, the toppings, condiments. I've actually never used condiment before in my life. Fun fact. Papa Fucks Raw. Earthen Vessel. We need to find energy, but more importantly, we need to discard energy because we want it in the discard pile to charge up later. So this covers our discard, finds us energy. I like it. Pal Pad, we run a lot of basics. It helps us find our Spidops, our Tarantulas, any basic. It helps that you find it. You know what PokePad does, find any basic. Or find any non-rule box. Okay, I'm sorry, not a basic. Non-rule box. We're going to have a lot of energy in our discard. If we need to Night Stretcher plus Self-Accelerate to attack, we can. If we're missing one piece because we had to discard it away, we can find that easy with Night Stretcher. Take a card from your discard pile into your hand. As long as it's a Pokemon or an energy, you get to do that. I'm determined. Lily's determination. I know this isn't a Rockets card, but it's so broken, you got to at least try. Sometimes you run into this first turn and you get to draw 8 and you draw the nuts. You draw everything you need, okay? So just run it. Trust Papa here. Energy switch. Let's say we have a Team Rockets energy on our Mewtwo and we have one attached here already. Self-accelerate here. Energy switch it over. Self-accelerate to another one. Mewtwo's powered up in one turn. That's scary. That's spooky. Ultra Balls named after my balls. Find any Pokemon you want, discard. Again, helps with discarding energy. Get them out in that discard. Team Rocket's Transceiver lets you find any Team Rocket supporter. Any single one of them. Get them on the phone and call them, maybe. Remember Carly Rae Jepsen? Pfft, she's part of Team Rockets. Who knew? I did. That song was evil. Now, this is arguably the best card in the entire deck. Second best card, I don't know, if you consider the attackers better. But this gets them set up. If you go first, you may use this card during your first turn. Crazy good nuts. Search your deck for up to 3 basic Team Rockets Pokemon. Reveal them. You have to show your opponent. Put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. That's crazy. So, let's say you draw into something you need. You could find 3 Team Rockets Tarantulas. You could find a Mewtwo plus 2. You could find this has 0 retreat, so this is good for shuffling around. You can, anything you need to just get your bench set up plus your active. It's a crazy good card. Right off the back, you get your Mewtwo's ability crossed off the list. Okay. Don't even worry about it. Welcome back, Guzma. They should just call this Team Rockets Guzma. Giovanni, switch your active Team Rockets Pokemon with one of your bench Team Rockets. If you do, Boss's orders in one of their Pokemon. It's Gust, it's Switch, it's really good. It's the main reason we don't run Lily's Clefable. We have no other Switch, and I didn't want to find a way to fit it in there. Pokegears, we just want to support her every turn. This helps with that. Petrol, it's basically just Secret Box 2.0. Sure, sometimes you'll use it to find other things, but it's finding you a secret box. Here's a cool line you can do, though, if you just need to see cards. Petrol for Factory. Factory, play 2, see 2 new cards. If you're doing it, you're probably going to lose, but it can bail you out sometimes. Archer is built-in Unfair Stamp. You don't even need to run Unfair Stamp. You can, but you don't need to. If any of your Team Rockets were knocked out, shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 5, they draw 3. T-Rockets Factory. If you play a Team Rocket supporter, draw 2. See how we're always drawn? Do you see how we're always drawn? We're an illustrator in the 90s working for Cartoon Network. We're always drawing, okay? If you're not drawing, you're not winning. You're making no money. And you're gonna get whipped. Secret Box. They named this card after my lady's vaginal area. It's a secret box. Only I know where it is. Discard 3 cards from hand. Search for an item, a tool, supporter, and a stadium. We run all of those, and we want to play all of those every single turn. So this is this says, play the game correctly for 1 turn guaranteed. This helps us hit 210. It does 30 more as long as it's attached to a non-rule box, and as long as you're hitting an EX, you do 30 more. It helps us go from 180 to 210 on our Spidops, which is, again, the best attacker there. Game plan, chain Spidops until you need to big boom or you need to chase for multi-prizes. Chain Spidops the best you can. You guys will see in the footage. I have footage. Make no mistake. I do have footage, okay? I have 7 active warrants, and I have footage of this deck. Let's get into it. I was reviewing it, and you guys will see in the footage, I told you, it is a bad time to be a dark type. SPIDOP'S is so self-sufficient. It's so self-sufficient. Like when your sister moved out and went to San Francisco, it's self-sufficient. She doesn't need you anymore. She doesn't need the family anymore. Okay? It's a bug type. Let it spread its wings and fly. You'll see it in the footage. It's unmistakable. The things that happen. Here we are. Oh, this first, I remember this. Hi, Simon. He begged me not to be in this video, but I had to. Simon Chu 619. He lives in San Diego. Go find him. Walk up to every single person in San Diego and ask, are you Simon Chiu? If they say yes, he legally, this is court mandated, has to give you $143,000. But he begged me to not be in the video after this. But this will just show, I wanted to start off hot with this, okay? The hotness will shine through. Bad time for dark types. That's a shit opening hand right there. Look at this, one mulligan. One mully, two mully, three mully, yeah, man. He was just afraid of the typing in general. He said, all right, grass type, no way I can win. Simon out. Simon out. I don't got time for this. Simon out of here. I was checking. I wanted to make sure I got that on the footage. Okay? You guys saw that. That's a certified climbing moment as well. Let's not forget it. Here's the real match. Lance versus me. William Bradford Holland. That's my name in case you guys forgot. I'm William Bradford Holland. Lance versus me. I know you guys have already read all the type-ups of this historic match, you know. All of the Reddit play-by-plays, all the magazines, the tabloids that were there for Lance and I fighting. I know you guys have read it. On Reddit. Maybe that's why they named the website that. Maybe it's not. But here's the footage of it. You get to see it live. Lance 23, which is not how old he is. That's how many Lances are operating the computer. Each Lance has... So that's 23, that's 46 hands are operating this computer. Always want to go first. Okay, you want to find your protons. Remember, it lets you play a supporter. Turn one. Broken. Look at that receiver right there. Call me, reach me if you want to beat me. Team Rockets, transceive me. That's how we're going to find that proton. Okay, this deck is good, I promise you. I've gotten 2 accounts to Masters using it. My friend Nate, shout out Nate, he got this to Masters using this. My good friend David Archuleta got to Masters using my exact list. That's 4 accounts, 3 people. Papa was 2 of them. The deck will get you there, I promise you. You got everything you need. Self-sufficiency. I proton, I want every single Roundchula in my hand and on the deck. I save 1 because I don't know what I'm going against. How many tech cards do I need? Do I need a Mewtwo? Do I need an Articuno? Do I need both? Do I need a Sneasel, Mewtwo? What do I need? I don't know yet. I don't need 4 SPIDOP'S next turn. See? I thought about it right there. I went, nah, it's fine. I'm not going to find all 4 next turn. I don't need all 4. Let's save the bench. I don't want to bench lock myself. That's big on this deck. Don't bench lock yourself, okay? Luckily, we have a factory right there. And the reason I put it down first turn, that's not always the best, but the reason I did was because if he had a Forest of Vitality, which we're big on deforestation, tear it down, put up a factory. Expedite my shipping, Amazon. If he puts down, this pressures him to find that now. Now he has 2 turns to deal with it, and if he doesn't, I get to see more cards. It pressures him. Okay, peer pressure is your friend in the Pokemon trading card game. In real life, never do it. If somebody denies your cocaine, it's not for me, let it be. That's what I always say. That's what I was raised to think. Because the Force of Vitality, you can't use it first turn. Okay? The pressure here. I know he wants to evolve next turn. He already got it down. I pre-played all my items as well. Expecting a Badoo to come here. Come here, come anywhere, Badoos are everywhere. I want to basue whoever uses them. In a court of law. We're all about the legal system today, okay? We're an illegal organization talking about the legal system. Ironic. Guy Fieri. This itchy pollen. I can no longer play item cards. I don't need them. I do not need them. Sneasel is probably one of the worst things I could have drawn. Now I put it down because I see what I'm going against. I don't think I'm going to need too many techies. Maybe a Mewtwo, so I'm not going to fill up that last spot. I just figured, all right, I'm not going to get bench sniped. All right, that wasn't ideal. I would have liked some sort of, you know, Spidops or something. But that's fine. We got built-in Badoo counter here. Look at this. Built-in Badoo counter. The reason I put that Rocket's energy there is in case I hit the Badoo. It gives me a way to attack for sure. There we are. That's one big boom, and I see a 210 on the bench. You know what I want to be booming. Metro booming. Mimikyu is going to be huge here. That's why I keep both in hand. He just had it off the rip. That is what it is. It is what it is. He was thinning when he found that other one. He faked me out. I thought he wouldn't have one in hand, or he top-decked it. I don't know his life. I don't know his goddamn life, dog. Stop pressing me, Holmes. I want a big boom. Papa wants to big boom. Can I do it? The answer is yes, I can. If you guys were figuring it out in your head, you don't need to. I'll show you the line. I will show you the line. Papa does it. Here's Petrol. What did we call him earlier? Secret Box 2.0. Secret Box finds you everything you need. I want to charge this boy up. No more energies in my discard. I almost play a Proton. I would have ended my life if I did. Not really. I'm not suicidal or anything. That's a hyperbole. This is a dope line. I remember this. Like most of your parents remember the 80s. I remember this dope line. Get rid of that energy. Stretcher. I would have got rid of the Proton looking back. I don't know why I did that. I tunnel visioned. It happens. Don't worry about it. It happens. Look at this. Dope. Damn, son. Where'd you think of this? I'm just a savant at this. They call me Willie Savants. But do you see how aggressive this deck can be? It's got built-in energy acceleration. It's so fast. It's so aggressive. It eats so much ass. Live fast. Eat ass. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Was that the expression? That's what my parents always said to me as a child, but I had a weird family. So I energy switched over. The energy I accelerated onto the Spidops. Thank God I preloaded an energy onto the Team Rocket's Tarantula just in case I needed it, because I did. I did need it. And then I got to knock out the Ogerpon for 210 using my secret box to find an energy switch. And look at how many I have in hand for next turn. If he knocks me out, which I don't think he can, I got an Archer. I got an Ariana just in case. Giovanni in case I want to do some more shenanigans. He's got two 210s down there. I got a free retreater. Let's play some shenanigans. What are you going to do? Hit me for 140? Do you think I'm scared? Again, Wild Growth. All his grass energy count as 2, which will help my Mimikyu hit him harder. So I do benefit that. That's why I'm being aggressive with my Mimikyu. Mimic me? No. Mimikyu. I'm one of a kind. I've learned from nobody and I've mentored none. That way when I die, son, I'm 101. Look at that. He thinks, I don't know. He sees a line in which he can take 6 prize cards before I could take these 3. I don't personally see it. I would have conceded. I went to school with a boy named Conceited. He was a Mexican lad. A tiny Mexican boy. He actually stole my first girlfriend, but that's a story for another day. I'm evolving just because why not? I'm not going to need that Articuno. I'm not going to need that Proton. That was just the first card I saw. It's blue, my least favorite color. Get it out of here. Ew. Ew. Now ask me this, son. What do you think I do? Which one would you target if you were me? I get down to even prize cards. I make his life so hard. Now he has to find that full line again, a forest. Worst case, he comes in, he just takes out one of my my Mewtwo here. I can get it set up again, easy squeezy. I ain't too worried about it. He has to take 6 full prize cards. You don't think I can 2-tap something in the meantime? Papa 2-taps everything. Ask your mom what she's been up to lately. She'll say, "Oh, nothing." I'm ooh nothing. William Bradford, ooh nothing Holland. That's what they call me in the streets. You can flip all the scripts you want. What's the script say now? It still says William wins. I'm William, in case you guys forgot. It still says William wins. Flip anything you want. Now, he does what I would like to call a hashtag noob move. Okay, do you guys remember early YouTube and Instagram? Internet culture. Hashtag noob move here coming up. Personally, I would knock out this Mewtwo. It's delicious, nutritious, and it looks fucking tasty. 2 prize cards waiting for me. You know nothing will ever fucking phase me. Oh, wait. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong game. I think I am. Because he, No, I think he can still attach return. He just teal danced. Attached and drew one. That's all he did. And he can still attach here and knock me out easy peasy. But then I would just promote Mimikyu, attach, hit him, knock that out next time. Giovanni's or just raw SPIDOP'S. Papa got options. Not in real life. Papa's taken. He's got one sweet little honey. So stop messaging me photos of your genitalia, men. I don't even like that stuff. I find it gross. I am thinking of the wrong one. There was a game I had where they bossed orders in my tarantula with the 10 damage there and knocked that out. And I literally, it was another tarantula with some sort of damage on it. It was 30 or I can't remember. And I turned to my girlfriend and I said, "Wow, we do live amongst full idiots." That's how I talk off mic. And my girlfriend said, "That was mean to say." And I said, "No, you didn't see what this guy did." And she said, "All right, I'll take your word for it." And I said, "Thank you. You're sweet, sweet honey." That's a dope line. That's why Mimikyu's so good. You're going to use it as a free treater, free retreater. We call those free treaters if you're new around here. Free treat is not some sort of chip. A free treater is a free retreater. But you're going to use it to free retreat often. Wow, that was aggressive. Sorry. Oh, that's right. That's when that home intruder got in there. And I had to pause and run downstairs wielding what I like to call a giant fucking sword, for lack of a better term. A giant fucking sword. So I run down there. The footage shall continue. I run down there and I start hacking off all their heads. And I behead about 13 to 14 men. But Mimikyu, mimic me? No. Mimic you. I'm one of a kind. So Mimikyu is going to be your free retreater. You're going to Giovanni it into the active, retreat back into your Mewtwo, retreat back into your Spidops, whatever you need. It basically lets you just use your Giovanni as an aggressive boss's orders. So Giovanni is basically a defensive card more than anything, but it lets you use it aggressively. Footage! It's bad to be a dark type. I know why. The spiders are biting at my ankles. One time, I live in what you can only describe as 480 acres of wine country. Okay. There's other ways to describe it, but for layman's term, let's call it 480 acres of wine country. Premium wine country is where my mansion is located. And we get summers. Hey, Crazy Banana, shout out. Or I'm sorry, Crazy Banana. Oh my God, the lead singer of that band. Oh my God. Yes, that's right. The Electric Generators. Crazy Banana looking nice tonight. It's actually a man, but transgendered into a woman. I do that so I can retreat. So then next turn, at the very least, I'm sniping a Pidgey. 2 birds, 1 stone. And fighting energy. Wow, look at that. I forgot I was talking about before, so you guys are going to have to forgive me. I know I was telling a story, but type in the comments what the story was that I forgot, and I'll finish it through typing means. But my mouth got thirsty when I saw him put down that Mander, because most times that's evolving into a Terrazard. And Terrazard is terrible because it's weak to Spidops, which is, again, very self-sufficient, like your sister out in Chicago. Let her be. She needed time away from the family. Let her breathe. Let Spidops. Opposite of that, it needs a lot of family on its bench. It needs a lot of Pokemon in play. Your sister, let her breathe. Spidops. Clump it together. But I want to show you this deck is it's sometimes down, but it's rarely out. You're going to feel like you're behind most times, and that is completely okay, because this is a card game after all, as I like to say. So there are some contributing factors to that always. Your opponent can be bad. Your opponent can be bricking. Your opponent can have a stroke. Your opponent's mother can call him for dinner. There's so many options. They can concede for no reason. They can time herself for no reason. They can go, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me at any time. So always play it out. Unless there's absolutely no way to win. You know, don't be a dick about it. I preach this. Don't you be a dick about it. Okay, we're musical here. I told you the end goal for this channel is to be accompanied by a live band doing something. My end goal is, he's just evolving a lot of things. He's putting a Spiritomb in the active, weak to grass. I don't want to talk about it. That's our saving grace. That's the thing we needed. Dun, 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 dun. We hit a Lilies and a Proton. I say, fuck it, Proton, let's pretend like it's turn 1. And play it anyways. I want options. I know he's evolving into a Terra. I want a way to hit a Terra. I don't want to put the Mewtwo down yet, in case he wants to burst evolve that Mander and then boss it orders in and take it out. But Papa has options. Go ahead and put 10 down. I'm not worried about it. You're one-shotting me anyways. So the game plan, I told you. Spidops is your best attacker regardless of... I have beaten several Goldango decks. I have beaten several Empoleon decks. Steven's Metagross decks. I've beaten them off. Scared them away. Jacked them, made them happy. Sent them on their way. Go ahead and Iono me. I don't care. I got a built-in engine. Choo-choo! Watch what he does. I couldn't believe it. He searches. He goes on the hunt. He starts looking. There's that goddamn Zard. Roar! Screams the Zard. Look at him scream at my face. Roar! Screams the Zard. You guys better start saying that in your games. So I'm a little bit worried about that Blaziken. Oh, he's seething. Why did he put 3 energies on the Terrazard, you're asking? I don't know. It's not my job to know. It's my job to destroy him. So immediately right here, I see I have a Mimikyu and a Team Rocket's energy. I have no Spidops in play. No real way to find any. Sure, we got some burst searches there. Things about me, keep my pimp hand strong, keep my enemy's hand low. Okay? I want as many cards as I can use, and I want him to have basically none. The only reason I do this is it makes it easier to 2-tap later. I had a slow start, so you have to play slow. I told you, you're going to feel like you're behind. We're still technically ahead here. It's 4-5. Sure, he could tie it up easy, but just because you can tie somebody up at any given time because she booty calls you constantly doesn't mean you should. Some nights you need to go to bed alone. Okay? It doesn't always... It's fine if they tie it up. You hit him for 210 now, that Spidops can come in, and I don't need to play a Mewtwo to give up an easy 2 prizes again. Set your own tempo. You run the organization. The organization doesn't run you. I play Ariana when I goddamn want to, not when she wants to. He's a Terra, so obviously I copy his attack, hit him for 210. He's taken 1 prize card. Thank you very much. We're winning. We're still technically winning. Let's see what he does here. He's determined. Six cards. I know everybody. I knew you guys were expecting the Abra to come down. Everybody, this famous Zard, Blaziken, Pidgeot, Mew, Abra deck. It's taken the world by storm. And obviously, he also plays Fighting Energy for the, I assume, cornerstone. I don't know what that's for. We tied it up like I did to your mom after our first date at the Chinese restaurant. You know, Ing Chow's. We went there. It was delicious. She loved it. Ooh, secretive boxes. Papa's thinking in his head, what do I want to do? Okay. Lily's is just now undoubtedly worse. That's why I got rid of those. I don't need them. We got the better version in hand. I was born and raised in a factory. That's true. My mom was actually a factory worker. She worked packaging various office supplies into these big shipping containers. And she was pregnant with me, and she actually gave birth to me on the factory floor. And I got up, I walked, I dusted myself off, I climbed out, and I said, "Excuse me." I walked right up to the boss, and I stuck my hand out, and I said, "Excuse me, sir, do you have an open spot? I would like to get to work. I've been sitting on my ass long enough. It's time to give my mom an easy life." And he said, "Wow, son, that was, of course I do. You can be, do you want to be the new manager?" And I said, "Of course." And that's how I started saving my wealth. Of course. No, don't put it there. Please don't misplay. Oh, I don't know why I did that. That's embarrassing to me. That's fine. We all misplay. Oh, I remember. That's actually my girlfriend walked in with an entire plate of lobster and chicken. We had it what I like to call a sea cluck. I said, "Thank you so much for this lobster and chicken, my love." And she said, "Of course, your dick is massive." I said, "Stop talking like that. That's who talks like that." She said, "I'm sorry. I can only speak in truths." I said, "Okay. Thank you for the compliment." So here we are. Obviously, you just want your SPIDOP'S charged up. You want it hit as hard as you can. Now, all I need is a two SPIDOP'S on the bench and a Mewtwo ready to go, and I have a couple options to knock out. I got a Mew right there. I got a Pidgey-Boy to knock out. We're winning this, I think. Even if he takes out my Mewtwo and ties it up, we're still winning. It's always a good time to be a grass type because the only good fire decks right now are this Blaziken and Ethan's Typhlosion, which has fallen off the map like a flat earther at sea. The earth is round. Give it up, Jason. That's for somebody I know. IRL, which is as the children know for my old heads. I might have to explain that. IRL means Ireland rarely loses, okay? It comes from the MMA world when we're talking about Conor McGregor. Conor McMahon from the wrestling. You know Vince McMahon? He's Conor McMahon's brother, the UFC fighter who owns that boat or whatever. He owns some big yacht now, I think. That's why he doesn't fight anymore. He's too busy being a sea captain. Conor McGregor. Tours the oceans, robbing Somalian pirates. Oh, that's right. This is the classic Cynthia, Terrazard, Blaziken, Mew, Pidgeot, Abra, Alakazam deck. Duh. I'm sorry, I forgot to warn you guys. I know what you're thinking. How boring. I see this every day on the ladder. Me too. I know, yeah, you should self-accelerate 3 energies. Obviously, you don't want to do that. You attach for 2. I don't know why he has 4 on his Mew. There's a lot going wrong. There's a lot going bad. But again, the footage isn't for you to learn from them. The footage is for you to see how the deck operates. Stop, operate, and listen. I'm back. I got a brand new addition. Giovanni Mew into the active, son. Erishur Ball to win everyone. That's gusting is winning. Thinning is winning. That's across the board. Across the board. Oh, I was still downstairs. Rah. You know, I was cutting off heads right there. I'm sorry about that. But here across every game you'll ever play in the Pokemon trading card game, you need to thin. Thinning is winning. And you need to gust in threats. It's not how many prize cards can I take this turn. It's how can I fuck them up the most this turn. I'll show you how. With footage. Here's my footage. I'm showing it to you. Urchin 11111111. My arch enemy. Yes, we have gone to wars. We have fought tooth and nail. Literally, he's a dentist. And I did manicures and pedicures. We have fought tooth and nail. We owned shops in a Korean shopping center next. I had a manicurist, pedicurist, and nail salon, and he had a dentistry next to me. And I would stand outside, and I would what was called a bark, not like a dog bark, but I would advertise as people walked by. I'd stand there and I'd go, "Best nails and toes in town," and then I'd show mine and I'd go, "And I can make yours look like this." It was a fun little gag I would do, you know. I would make it sound like I was going to fix their nails, but then I would show them mine, and they would be so. I was a great salesman. Is the bottom of this. That's what the point of this is. And he would come and he'd go, "People keep canceling appointments with me to go to your nail shop." And I go, "Urchin 11111111. Don't take that tone with me, son. I only put down that Mimikyu because I needed a free treater. Remember, that's a free retreater. Free treater. Because ideally, I would like to Giovanni's. But so Urchin, he would get mad at me for taking his clients, basically. So that's how the rivalry started. And then, of course, obviously, I said, oh, yeah, let's settle this like men. And I pulled out my pistol. And then he pulled out a bigger pistol. And I said, all right, not like men. And I put my pistol away. And then I pulled out a Pokemon deck. And I said, like gentlemen. And he pulled out a Pokemon deck. And this was in 2004. When I was, at the time, I believe 56, if I'm doing my math correctly. So in 2004, I was 56. And we played 24 straight games. Oh, it's a bad time to be a dark type, Urchin 11111111, my arch enemy. I'll show you why. Papa's about to barrel stuff you. That's what I call when I get in a turn, an easy win. It's called a barrel stuffing. So Urchin and I played Pokemon, 48 straight hours, I want to say. I didn't lose a single round, a single turn. And he started telling the town that I didn't win at all. And I said, I have footage. That's why I started recording. That's my origin story. And I said, I have footage. And I had to show everybody in my town. And that was why I decided to start the YouTube channel, was because Urchin 111111 went around spreading lies about me. So now I have footage to back up the thing. That's why this is why I am obsessed with showing you guys the footage. I know they're spreading lies about me out there. I know they're spreading lies, but the footage will show them. Itchy Pollen, it's a bad time to be a dark type. I'm about to show him why. I'm going to take out a Carvana. You best believe it, son. You best believe it, son. All Papa needed was an energy, and the top deck gods saved me. They said, oh, you versus Urchin 1111111111. We got the top deck you need, boy. 2 energies drawn. Look at that. Like an artist drawing souls going to heaven. 2 energies drawn. At this point, I jumped out of my seat and I turned to my girlfriend and I said, I did it! I did it, Your Honor. We were in the middle of a role play. I did it, Your Honor! I took out Urchin 11111111. And she hit her gavel and she said, I condemn that, or condemn that. I don't remember what she said. But she called me sexy, was the end. I rule that to be, and gavelled, sexy. And then I called Urchin's girlfriend. I still had her phone number from back in the day when we owned the shops next to each other. And I said, did he tell you I just took out his Carvana? And she said, he's actively crying. And then I heard him screaming in the back, don't tell him I'm crying. So I knew he was crying at this point because his girlfriend leaked that information to me. And he confirmed it by screaming at the top of his lungs. So we're doing great. Bad time to be a dark type. Good time to be a grass type. I'm a spider with a dental floss between. Which is ironic because I'm going against a dentist. I'm here to floss your teeth. My name is SPIDOP'S. It'll be my pleasure. That doesn't even knock me out. I don't care how greedy your fangs are. I need one more to knock it out. Might as well thin. Thinning is winning. Ask your dad. His hairline, it's impressive, is what he'll tell you. Thinning is winning. He'll say, hey, the women like a big bald spot in the back. They don't, but go. You're right, Dad. They do. Because he's got to believe. If he gives up believing, where are you going to sleep at night? So here we are. Look at that. I just bursted in 360 damage against this boy. Getting me down to 2 prize cards. He has no energies accelerated. No way of accelerating energies. He's winning in the how many Badoos he's got down department. I'll give him that. But yeah, I went down to chop more heads off. Cha, cha, cha. I was just having fun at this point. Die, 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 intruders. But the footage, that was the origin story against my enemy, I told you. It started, I owned a nail salon, and the dentist next door got mad at me for taking his clientele because I did nails better than he did teeth. So and then he started telling people that. And then, of course, obviously, we settled our beef with Pokemon like men. 48 straight hours of a Pokemon tournament. I didn't lose a single round, single turn. He told the town the opposite. He said, William, my name is William, in case you guys forgot. He said, William lost every turn. I'm undefeated. And I said, I see your feet right there. You're clearly feated. So that is why I'm obsessed with showing you guys the footage. So here it is, footage. Hard cut. Sorry about that hard cut there. I had a court-mandated flamethrower safety class. So that was fun. We got through it. I learned a lot. Don't burn animals. It's one way to look at it. So here we go. We're against the legendary Ghostmaker 2099. Actually, turns out this was my professor from the flamethrower safety class. I didn't know that at the time, but hey, small world. It's a small world after all. Always want to go first with this deck. Remember Proton. What the hell does that card do? I think to myself. What the hell does that card do? I think to myself. Waitress. Is this boy some kind of YouTuber? Turns out, no. He's a flamethrower instructor. Give it up for him. What a fun job. Unfortunately, I'm a bank robber, an art critic. I wear a lot of hats. I don't have time to care about flamethrower safety. I retained nothing from the class. We're getting into it. A Blood Moon Ursaluna. So is this some kind of Joltik box? Some kind of big basic box deck? Uh-oh. Let's hope I have my Mewtwo. I do. I Mewdo. And all of my energies are there. I see that 5, 2, 4. That's fun. Thinning is winning. That's why we grabbed that Articuno. I don't necessarily need it. Again, this pressures him, whatever kind of deck it is. He's pressured. Dat boy feels pressure. I do that so next time I can get a energy in the discard, so I can just power up whichever one. It's just more agency. It never hurts to have options. Ask your mom. She has a line of suitors. Her phone's constantly buzzing and vibrating, and I know that makes you feel unwanted and unloved, but son, don't. Your mom's an attractive woman. She's going to have a lot of men come and try to sweep her off her feet. And that's fine. It's up to you to protect her, though, son. It's up to you to go through the suitors and make sure that none of them hurt your mother's feelings. I believe in you. Yes, I do. So here we go. He plays a crispy boy. He's going to want to attach 2 energies. Let's see what he grabs. Maybe he'll give us a hint on the sort of deck he's playing. Because a lot of decks play Latios and a Blood Moon Ursaluna. All right, is this some sort of, let's call it a Raging Bolt deck? No? What the hell? Oh, okay, is this Mega Absol? Mega Absol. I made your mom's Mega... I don't want to say it, but it rhymes with Absol, and it's a part of her body I made hurt. It's a whole... I'm not going to say it. So we're just powering stuff up. You know what we're doing. We're charging up. We're searching for SPIDOP'S. We're getting them in play. There we go. Thinning. Like your hairline. Looking back, I probably should have been more determined there, but I wanted to use the factory. And fortune favors the bold. Your boy got an energy. Now I'm thinking to myself, okay, cool. This is going to be the game where I finally get to use Sneasel. And you guys get to see some chase damage going. Let's ding this. Obviously, he's going to move it, come in, hit me, take me out. Take me... Oh, never mind. I just sacrificed my SPIDOP'S for next turn so I can go big boom. Now he has to find a boss and a way to take out my Mewtwo. I don't think he can Mew do it. I've never seen that card before in my life, but it's your standard draw 3. Every generation, we just entered the mega generation. Every generation, I should say, you get a draw 3 supporter. You know, Friends from Paldea example is just a standard draw 3. They're not the worst cards in the game. There's definitely worse cards in the game. I know you guys were all expecting a Mega Heracross. I know you guys were all expecting it. So was I. I think where he went wrong was playing this deck altogether. I would love to critique the gameplay, but where do you start? You know, it's like if somebody builds a fence and they go, I need some critique, and you walk up and the fence is on fire and it's not even a fence and it's like a tree house and his kid is inside dying from heat stroke. And they're like, where do we start with this? There's a lot going wrong. There is a lot going wrong here. I got 2 Pokegear. That's funny. I should have attached. I got a little too... I tunnel vision. It's fine. I get flustered. There's so many cards in my hand. I got to read so many names. I'm constantly getting texts in Russian because I'm buying all of these properties over there. And I keep losing my crops to the bugs. So it's like, what is this even worth anymore? But I digest bug carcasses. Standard draw 3, Urbane. It's funny because he's urban. He lives in a city. Urbane. Bane was born in the darkness. Ha. This is what happens when your Mimikyus are prized. You got to find a ways around the retreating. I would love to have a Mimikyu with a free retreat, a free treater. But I don't, and I got a little too zesty with all of these 2-prize retreats. That's why I got locked in the active there. I would have loved to hit something. But I had to make a tough decision, and the decision I made was to be an idiot. But thank God we're one of the thickest Pokemon around with 130 HP. But that's a thick, thick boy. I should have played my Pokegears first here. That was a bit of a misplay. That's fine. But fortune favors the bold. There's my Giovanni. Give me that Fezzy. Him and I got beef, boy. Give me the beef, boy, to free my soul. I want to get her lost in your Fezzy hole. And I drift away. I should have said Mega Absol. Damn it. Give me the beef, boy. I'm going to re-sing it. Give me the beef, boy, to free my soul. I want to get lost in Mega Absol, and I'll win all day, yay. Does your mom know you're gay, yay? You guys remember Uncle Cracker? Your sister calls me Uncle Cracker. You know why? Because I be cracking her. This is a choice for sure you can make, but I one-shot you, and you can't do anything to me. He wants to ram my mountain. He's so mad I took his Pheasantipity out. He's fucking... He's seething over there. You know he's Hufflepuffing. This boy's a Hufflepuff. Get that sorting hat on that boy. I'm gonna ram your mountain. You guys remember Macklemore? He's playing mountain ramming? No, more like Macklemore ramming. Oh no, that complicates things a bit. I mean, you feel me? 120 plus 170, 290. Oh shit, son. I'ma shit me britches, boy. I'ma shit me britches. You ever shit your britches? It's not fun. It's not fun. Shit your britches. One time I was on a houseboat partying with several celebrities. I got a little too carried away. Oh, thank God he's stupid. I got a little too carried away. Okay. And I had one too many. I would call it 3 too many. They were calling them Tiki Manhattans. I don't know what that is, but they were yummy, you know? So we were eating those, drinking those. It was a combination food, drink sort of gastro experience. And I had 3 too many. Ended up shitting me britches. As one does. It's impossible. You can't go through life not expecting to get a little bit of shit in your britches, son. Proton. Gear. Get it out of here. Let's fuck this boy's hand up. Let's get an unfair stamp going. But anyways, with the celebrities, I ended up drinking too many Hiki Manhattans. Explosively diarrhea shitted down my legs. People were screaming, and I said, "Shut up! Shut up, I'm but a man! What's a man to do? Except for shit all over you." It was one of the worst experiences of my life. I cried. I am not afraid to admit it. Grown men cry. I cry all the time. I cry often, and I cry hard. I cry out of passion, and I cry out of love. I cry when I get shampoo in my eye. I cry when I get Dove in my eye. I cry at a video of a puppy. I knock out that mega hair across. Obviously, I didn't want to do any residual damage because that first attack there. So I just swing hard, and I swing heavy. Now I got my eyes on that EV. Killing it would please me. I'm very rappy tonight. It's because I'm the head of a crime organization. The boy's determined to lose to me. William Bradford Holland, that's who I am, in case you guys forgot. He had 2 fezzes in his deck. Oh, I went to go search. Make no mistake, your boy's dumb. I went to go click it, but this is a replay. I played it once. I'm replaying it. I got my eyes on that other EV. I want it dead. Killing it would please me. I wish you'd come into my bed at night and squeeze me. He knocks out my Mewtwo there, and that's fine. I didn't need it anymore. The only thing I need is a Giovanni. That's a Giovanni. There it is. Let's charge him up. I would have conceded right there, but Ghostmaker 2099 is a selfish man. Rocket Rush, we take him out. Put a pillow over his head. Hush. Rocket Rush, put a pillow over his head, make him hush. That was the whole rhyme. It sounded better in my head. Anyways, good night, everybody. That's how you do it. The footage doesn't lie. We're a secret crime organization, okay? It's bad to be a dark type right now. Don't get caught being one. There's spiders on the goddamn ceiling. Have a great night.